Hi, everyone. Welcome back to a very special holiday episode of THONcast Beyond the 46 Hours. I'm your host, Ava Nojiforo, and I'm the THONcast lead on alumni engagement for THON 2026.
Hi again, everyone. My name is Maddie Morgan, and I am the Alumni Campaigns Coordinator on Alumni Engagement this year.
And my name is Elisa Goodman, and I'm the Alumni Communications Coordinator this year on Alumni Engagement.
If you haven't checked out last month's episode, you totally should. We got to talk to two amazing Four Diamond siblings, and they provided some incredible insight about their experience with THON, and you can find the episode on THON's YouTube channel.
All right, let's get into the episode.
Okay, so before we get into this episode, I'm very excited to introduce the directors of THON 2026, specifically the Donor Alumni Relation Directors, Jeffrey Walsh and Julia Scripp, to talk a little bit more about our organizations and what DAR does for THON.
Hi everyone, my name is Julia Scripp, and I'm the THON 2026 Donor and Alumni Relations Alumni Engagement Director.
Hi everyone, my name is Jeffrey Walsh and I'm the Development Director for THON 2026.
I'm a senior, I'm from right outside Pittsburgh, and I'm majoring in biobehavioral health.
I am a senior from Dunmore, Pennsylvania, studying supply chain and information systems.
So, first, as one of the Donor and Alumni Relations, or DAR directors, our committee's role is to support our external stakeholders as they support THON's mission. So this is inclusive of alumni, corporate donors, and any friends of THON or non-student supporters overall.
In my role as the Development Director, I oversee a team of 16 captains focused on different areas of the donor experience, whether it's acquisition, retention, or engagement.
As Alumni Engagement Director, my role is to serve as the primary liaison to our 25,000 plus alumni supporters who are located all over the world, and some of which are even located across the globe. So within those 25,000, we have many alumni chapters and groups that actually host their own fundraisers and initiatives throughout the year. And seeing that generational passion is definitely a highlight of my position, and providing support to them where I can is definitely a very special experience.
My other responsibilities range from managing THON's relationship with corporate and foundation partners to focusing on the retention of THON's growing donor base year over year.
Along with my 17 amazing captains, we also plan fundraising and awareness campaigns that happen throughout the year to ensure that our alumni have the capacity and means to keep supporting THON. So within these campaigns are THONcast, which was new and created last year. We also have Alumni Connection Series, meant to connect our alumni with families and Four Diamond staff. And then Alumni Showdown, which is a year-long fundraising challenge to keep alumni connected to the initiatives of all the committees in THON. And we have so many more, but those are just to name a few.
DAR is lucky enough to work with organizations in a few ways. The first way we interact with them is through education. So DAR has DAR Chair roundtables and DAR Chair workshops where organizations can learn a little bit more about our year-round initiatives. We also work with organizations to distribute envelopes for donor solicitation and corporate packets for corporate solicitation.
And we also ensure that organization members know and feel comfortable soliciting donors and retaining and engaging either alumni donors or corporate donors. We have a fundraising platform called THON Nation that is solely meant for non-student supporters to fundraise, that this committee oversees and ensures that those that are hosting those fundraisers have some guidance and support.
This year, our THON Nation team has been working on finding room for growth in fundraising efforts beyond our student body, and there are interesting new opportunities for this that are included in our Season of Giving campaign, which runs from December 19th through January 10th.
And for Season of Giving this year, there are many initiatives throughout that highlight Thon Nation and ensure that external stakeholders, including alumni, can be involved in Season of Giving. So please, please, please push this initiative out to any of your friends or family or any alumni that you know. And thank you so much. Happy Season of Giving.
And enjoy the episode of THONcast podcast.
All right. So to start off this episode, we're very, very excited to have Jonathan Cardona here to tell us a little bit more about his thought involvement and Season of Giving and how we can all be involved with Season of Giving. So, Jonathan, would you like to tell us a little bit about yourself and your thought involvement?
Yes. So, hi, girls. Thank you guys for having me again today. And my name is Jonathan Cardona. I'm a third year real estate major here at Penn State from the Wilkes-Barre, PA area. And I actually want to let you guys know that I'm a childhood cancer survivor myself. So, I was diagnosed at age 3 with acute lymphoblastic leukemia. I battled until age 8. So, this year, heading into the new year, I'll be going into 13 years cancer free. And I actually joined THON my freshman year when I transferred here from a smaller school, and I was involved on the first year committees as a committee member. And my both of my captains were actually finance captains, which inspired me because I had like literally the best time as a committee member freshman year. I met some of my closest friends to this day, and my finance captains were the ones who ultimately inspired me to become a captain sophomore year, where I joined THON finance as a administrative assistant. And within that role, I kind of like governed the overall bank account for THON, really on the expense side. Really keeping track of all the expenses that each committee would spend. And then at the end of every month, I would export the budget and send them to each director, just so that way they can keep track of how much they're spending every month. And that's kind of what inspired me to want to become a finance captain again this year.
That's awesome. Thank you so much for sharing your story. It's so amazing always hearing all the reasons that volunteers get involved in Thon and also your very personal story. We appreciate you sharing with the Thon community. Can you tell us a little bit more about your position on finance this year?
Yeah, so this year I returned on finance as the data analytics coordinator. So this year I'm in charge of tracking and managing all financial data, as well as analyzing and tracking donor data to determine peak and low donation periods, as well as analyzing performance for messages that are sent out to donors and participants throughout the year. And then I also use past data from previous years just to help develop like forecasting reports.
That sounds great and like a really unique position within Thon. So thank you for explaining that to us. I know Season of Giving also is a big part of your position and finance as a whole. So could you explain for anyone who may not know just what Season of Giving is?
Yeah, so Season of Giving is one of our largest campaigns outside of Thon Weekend and Dream Forward that just finished a little bit ago. And the overall goal of Season of Giving, the campaign kind of aims to emphasize our efforts to support children and families who are impacted by childhood cancer. Together, our community, students, faculty, our supporters can begin the new year by giving a gift to support our mission during this time. And we have, so many different initiatives going on, whether that's Thon Nation games or our gift card initiatives. So it's honestly a great opportunity to get involved with the Thon community.
Yeah, that's awesome. Kind of going into those initiatives and opportunities to participate, how can students participate in Season of Giving?
Yeah, so students can participate in so many different ways, whether you fundraise through an org that you're involved in here on campus, a club that you're involved in. Um, there are so many different things that are going on. We have our gift card initiative going on. So if you purchase a gift card and you donate to Thon, you can also get involved through the Thon Nation games that are going on. If you're at home and you live in the areas of our professional games that are going on, you can get involved through that way, purchase a ticket, and then some of the proceeds goes directly to Thon, as well as some of our Haas promotions that might be going on over the break. And honestly, I would say the best way to just like stay in touch is to follow Thon on all social media outlets, as well as be on the lookout for our toolkit that's going to be shared.
Awesome, thank you. And something that's exciting for us on the THONcast team is that we deal a lot with alumni. So, could you tell us a little bit how alumni specifically can participate in Season of Giving?
Yes, so there's so many different ways that alumni can get involved and participate with Season of Giving. You can create a Thon Nation page on Donor Drive to kind of continue to fundraise if you're involved, as a student here with a chapter, organization, or club that you were involved in. You can join local alumni chapters in your area. You can participate in our virtual events via Zoom, or you can even stay connected by subscribing to our Thon alumni newsletter, as well as Alumni Showdown, uh, where there are so many different incentives. You can earn Showdown points by participating in our events virtually or in person, participating in the gift card initiative that I mentioned, costume drives that are going on, our Supply the Fight initiative, where you can purchase something off our Amazon registry, and a portion of that could be credited towards Thon, just to help keep costs low in the Thon community, right dancer and kids mail, and so many other ways.
Thanks so much, Jonathan. That is amazing. And could you tell the listeners what days Season of Giving is this year?
Yeah, so this year's Season of Giving campaign is going to start on the 19th of December, and it's going to end January 10th in the new year, 2026.
Amazing. Thank you so much. I'll be sure to be participating in Season of Giving. All right, so for the next section of THONcast, we're so excited to feature Apollo, ATO, Zeta, and PGN. We're very, very lucky and happy to have these three amazing orgs with us today. If you guys just want to go around and say who you guys are, who your org is, we would love to introduce you all to our amazing THON audience.
Hi, everyone. My name is Erica Young, and I'm the primary chair for Apollo,
Hi, I'm Harrison, and I'm one of the DAR chairs for Apollo.
and we are a special interest organization. We've been in org since 2011. Basically, throughout the year, our main mission is to support Thon's mission and to support our three paired families, the Mummers, Theos, and the Sanchez's. We're space themed, but yeah, it's basically our name comes from the Greek god of healing and dancing, which is what Thon is all about. So, yeah.
Hi, everyone. My name is Riley Ritter, and I'm the Alt Funds Chair for Zeta.
I'm Carrick Willie, and I'm the Alt Funds Chair for ATO.
And we are the Greek organization. We are ATO Zeta, better known as Zetas. We've been paired since 1990, and we are very passionate about what we do. We're paired with four amazing families, and they are at the sole focus of everything that we do and why we do what we do.
Hi, everyone. My name is Liam Gallagher. I'm the primary chair for PGN.
I'm Mia Miro, and I'm one of the DAR chairs for PGN.
And we're a general org. We're one of the professional business frays here on campus. We have 5 families: the Ackrights, the Millers, the Shapiros, the Eichelbergers, and just recently the Chambers, and we're really excited to be here.
If you don't mind, could you tell us who your paired families are?
So Apollo is paired with the Noah Mummert family, the Maddie Yo family, and the Devani Sanchez family.
ATO and ZTA is paired with the Tucker Haas family, the Kai Sanborn family, the Joyce Ortiz family, and the Gus Baumgartner family.
PGN is paired with the Nick Ackright family, the Maya Shapiro family, the Alex Miller family, the Jackson Eichelberger family, and the Dean Champer family.
So now that you guys kind of introduced who your guys' families are, could you tell us what events you guys are doing with your orgs and your families to spread holiday cheer kind of in light of it being the holiday season?
So something that we do around the holiday season is that we create a Christmas album to give to our families as a present every year. So kind of everyone in Apollo sings a song and stuff like that, and we give it to them as a present. And then something else that we do around the holiday season is that one of our families, Maddie Yo. Maddie unfortunately passed away in 2021, but one of her favorite movies was The Goblet of Fire from Harry Potter. So as an org, we kind of watch that around the holiday season just in memory of Maddie.
So for one, we have our Thon Gala, which we just had this past Sunday. We invite all our families to come down. The graduate hosts it, and we invite all of ATO and Zeta to come down. We have breakfast, and the families get up and talk about Thon and what it means to them. And then we have our dancers give their speeches and just talk about how excited they are for the upcoming year. And it's just a really nice time to see them around the holidays, and also get some of our newer organization members to meet our families and get closer with them.
And we also do Christmas cards with one of our Zeta members fills it out and then sends it out to all of our organization members and then all of our families as well.
Yeah, during the holidays, we're definitely pretty active with our families. Just recently, we did kudos boards. So we send pretty much most people in chapter. It's open to everyone. Right messages of why they're thankful for each of our families, and they get to read that, and they always enjoy that. And then for the holiday season, we're in the process of making gift baskets for all of them for them to enjoy during the holidays. Then we have just started a pen pal program where we're going to be talking with more specifically the children of the families, since we have a lot of younger members now. So we're going to talk to them during the holiday season as well.
That's awesome. Thank you guys so much for sharing that. So now that we kind of talked about what holiday traditions you guys have, would you guys mind telling us about what fundraisers and big events that you guys do throughout the year?
So Apollo kicks off the year with our annual food truck fiesta fundraiser. So basically, we shut down a street downtown and we have 4 to 5 food trucks come out. We have live performances. We collab with other special interest organizations, and it's a really, really great time. We usually have the Noah Mummert family up for that event. So it's a really great time to just bring the community together and raise money in support of Thon's mission. Of course, we have bake sales throughout the year, hub sales. We have Most Eligible Bachelor, we have Date or Dare, we have so many fundraisers throughout the year, benefit concert. But yeah, our main goal is to support Thon's mission and just have a really great time with ourselves and the Thon community.
So one of our big events for the year is our barn party, which we do the Bum Gardeners. ATO and Zeta, we drive out to their barn and they set up all these games. Their grandparents are like super handy, so they literally set up like these games for us to play. This year they built this like giant slide in their barn, and it was so much fun. We were on it for like hours, and then they take us on like a hayride and give us a tour of the farm, and it's just super cool. We get to see all the Baumgartner kids, and it's just like a really good time. And it's great because the organization, like, I think it's one of the biggest events for like building a good solid relationship with one of our families.
And then something similar that we do, but with another one of our families, is the Sanborns. We always have a Sanborns barbecue throughout in the summer, where all of our organization members and everyone in Zatos is welcome to come, and we just have a good time, eat some food, play water games. But then some other fundraisers that we do like throughout the year, we have our dunk tank, we have bowling, we do 48 and 48. We ribbon every weekend, and then we're always open to new ideas just to keep our members engaged always.
Yeah, some of our favorite fundraisers throughout the year is definitely ribboning is a highlight for everyone within chapter. It's super fun. We usually do it the Friday before game days, so the vibes are super high downtown. But we also do them around the holiday time in like Pittsburgh, Philly, and Harrisburg. Two of our Thon families live around Harrisburg, so it's great whenever they get to go visit the one happening in Harrisburg. Another great thing that we do in the fall is we do the Turkey Bowl with PCT. So that's super fun to work with another very successful business fraternity within the Thon community. So we play each other in football, gets very competitive, it's very fun and raises a lot of money, so that's a great time. But all throughout the semester and throughout both semesters, we do a lot of fundraisers where chapter members kind of run them, and that's a really good time because everyone gets to be involved and kind of have their own creative ideas. On a similar note, how do you guys keep your alumni members engaged in Thon throughout the year?
Yeah, so one of the big things Apollo does is send out roughly monthly newsletters just to give them updates on what's going on org, whether that being upcoming fundraisers like Food Truck Fiesta, see if they can come down for that. Just keeping them engaged with what our families are up to and just general updates throughout the org. That way they know what's going on and it feels like they're still part of the org. And also, we're obviously in contact then with every week, whenever we can, about upcoming matching days, any fundraising opportunities that are going on, if they still want to be engaged and support Thon however they can.
Very similar to Apollo. We also send monthly newsletter updates. It's about the previous month and then what we have looking forward ahead. And then we are constantly posting on all of our social media platforms and in LinkedIn so that they can continuously see what we're up to on a day-to-day basis. And then we also do send emails about upcoming matching days and when big fundraising events come up.
Yeah, we do something again very similar with the newsletters. The biggest thing for the newsletters with us is keeping them connected with what our families are up to. The alumni love to hear that. Like they've been in PGN, but they get to know the new families like the Eichelbergers and the Chambers. So they love getting to hear what the new families are up to.
All right, thanks, guys. So our next question is, what are 3 words you would use to describe your org to someone who doesn't know anything about your org?
I would say 3 words to describe Apollo is family, fun, and compassion.
3 words to describe our org are community, togetherness, and compassion.
Yeah, I think 3 words to describe PGN are energetic, caring, and passionate.
Now that you guys have kind of introduced more about your org, so we all know a little bit about it, could you tell us something that you would want people to know about your organization, whether it's Thon related or just about your org in general?
I would say for Apollo, we really pride ourselves on being a family, not just with each other, but with our three paired families. I think that, of course, the fundraising is important. Of course, all of that is so important and central to Thon's mission, but we really pride ourselves on being friends and a family and just being connected in everything that we do.
I think one thing that we pride our org on is humbleness, because I think, especially around this time, like it gets really hard not to be focused on that total, and just donor drives and raising money. And I think that our org is really good at kind of taking a step back and being like, this is why we do this. And just being humble about the fact that like we're doing this for our families first and foremost, always.
So something that I think everyone should know about PGN is how close knit our brotherhood is, not only within each other but within our families. So we've had 3 people within our Thon families who were in PGN, and that's only helped strengthen our bond even more. Not only with them, but just their connection with PGN all throughout their family and their time in PGN as well is something that we're super passionate about.
So, moving into all of the communities that surround your organizations, if people at Penn State are looking to join your organizations, how could they do that?
So for Apollo, one way to join our organization is to, of course, check out our socials, Apollo NGU on Instagram. We also have a group me. Our group me link is on our Instagram as well. We also have weekly meetings every Monday at 7 p.m. in the Biobehavioral Health Building, room 022.
Okay, so for our organization, in order to be an ATO or Zeta, you have to go through the whole rushing process. So once you do rush, then join Zeta or ATO, then you can apply to be an alt funds, which is just a smaller knit group that you can apply to be in, and that works more closely with everyone and all of the processes that we do behind the scenes. And then if you're a general member, um, you can constantly ribbon or sign up for events that include our family so that you can really create a connection for them too.
Yeah, very similar to ATO and Zeta. We're part of the business fraternity, so all the business fraternities have to go through the rushing process as well. So if you're interested in any of those, definitely check out the BFC Mixer, which happens at the beginning of every semester. But then once you're in, you have all the access to all of our Thon information and everything that we do with Thon.
All right, so moving on to some fun questions that anybody can answer. What is your dream national act? We love to ask this question. I feel like everyone has a dream national act. So if you could have anyone perform at BJC, who would be your dream national act?
This may be a bit of a stretch, but I would say bring in Metallica. Uh, that's just my genre of music, but also I just think it would be very uplifting and energetic for a thon, which is always needed at times.
I'm pretty sure they already came, the Jonas Brothers. Have they already?
Went to the BJC like a long time ago, but
Yeah.
I don't know if they were ever a national
Yeah. I would love to have the Jonas Brothers come to Thon.
I think Coldplay would be a great national act. I think it would be the perfect vibes for Thon.
I totally agree with all of those answers. I think that they would be really cool. So sort of on that note, can you guys tell us about a favorite Thon weekend memory that you have?
So for me, I had the privilege of dancing in Thon last year. And I would say my favorite memory is just being on the floor with our families. Emmy Yo is crazy with a water gun and she never fails to attack all of our members. And it was just the most uplifting thing throughout the entire weekend, seeing the joy that was brought to her face and to our other families' faces. And it really helped me push through the entire weekend.
Yeah, and my favorite memory is I think it's a bit of a default answer, but just being in the stands and being at Thon during Final Four. It's always the go-to answer, but it really does just have the message of Thon sit with you, and it really reinforces why you are there, what you are fighting for, and why we Thon.
For me, I had the privilege of being Zeta's morale chair last year. And unfortunately, in 2024, we lost our Gus bus. So I was in charge of making all of the ATO ZTA letters, but then I also got to make the Gus letters that we held up last year. So actually putting all of the hard work or making the letters and then actually seeing them go up for the first time was just really, really, really cool.
One of my favorite memories for sure is just the first time that I walked into the BJC in my first Thon. Like you hear about how big it is and like everybody talks about how special it is. And then you walk in and you see just like how many people are there and like everything that goes into it. And like I was like just speechless. Like it really is just insane the first time you see it, and I'll always remember that.
One of my favorite Thon memories is I did 46 in the stands last year, and we probably had 15 PGN brothers do it last year, and it was genuinely the most gratifying experience of my life. And after the total reveal, I felt like I could have stood for another 46. Like it's just the most amazing feeling knowing that we've made such a big difference.
Yeah, I think one of my favorite memories from Thon was all of our families took a picture on stage, and just seeing that the passion that they had and seeing all the energy that they had surrounding Thon and how involved they were just in general, just kind of was one of my favorite things that I've seen, and especially being a part of PGN and knowing how important they are to us.
That's awesome. Those are all great reasons of driving home why we all thon. So to wrap up this episode, we would like to ask all of you what you are looking forward to for Thon 2026.
I'd say for me personally, what I'm looking forward to the most is really just being there for our dancers during the entire weekend. I feel like after dancing last year, I kind of know what to expect. And I just think being able to support them and be there for them and, watch them experience it for the first time is just going to be really, really magical.
Yeah, I just think, I mean, every year, regardless, it's always such an experience to be there and be in that atmosphere and just be surrounded with so many people who are all supporting that same goal. And it's just such a magical experience. There's nothing quite like it.
I think for both of us this year, we're both selected to dance this year, so we get to represent ATO and Zeta, and working with our other 6 co-chairs. It's just such a privilege to be able to work with your best friends, and then during Thon we can support each other.
Yeah, I mean, we're just so excited. It's like 3 years in the making. We're just pumped to dance.
Something I'm most excited for is it's the Chambers, our newest Thon family's second Thon. So last year was definitely a little overwhelming. That can be crazy to step into for the first time ever. So came to FamCarn this year and they're super excited for Thon. So they're gonna have a great time.
Yeah, I think also similar to Apollo, seeing the dancers and seeing because all the dancers are the most deserving people to be on the floor and do the 46. So seeing them go through it and being able to support them and just seeing all the support from the stands is definitely what I'm looking forward to the most.
Oh, thanks, guys. I'm looking forward to seeing Apollo, ATO Zeta, and PGN at Thon this year. Excited for you guys, Riley and Carrick, to dance. Best of luck with the 46 hours. You guys are gonna kill it.
Thank
But
you.
But yeah, thank you guys so much for joining, taking time out of your days. Thank you for spreading the mission of Thon through your orgs and for telling all the wonderful Thon community members more about Apollo, ATO Zeta, and PGN. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much for all
you.
the support you guys give the entire Thon community and giving us the time to share some things that make you guys such successful organizations to help encourage other organizations as well.
Thank you so much for this opportunity.
Bye, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for being on us.
Bye. Thank you.
Thank you so much for tuning in to the second episode of THONcast Beyond the 46 Hours.
If you would like to participate in the season of giving, visit donate.thon.org or scan this QR code.
From all of us on Alumni Engagement and THONcast, we wish you a very happy holiday season and a happy new year. See you guys next time. Bye.